What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and man, do we have some mega ton news for you guys today. Microsoft has officially announced that Bethesda, yes, Bethesda, the makers of Wolfenstein, Dishonored, The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Starfield, The Evil Within, Prey, all of those franchises are now under the Microsoft Game Studios label. Yes, they have purchased the parent company of Bethesda, the ZeniMax or whatever they're called. They have purchased them, and all of those games will be underneath the Microsoft/Xbox label. This is massive news. Let's go over the full release in terms of what they said, and then we'll break down what's happening with the exclusivity with certain Bethesda games, what's going to happen in the future with PlayStation 5 and Xbox, what's going on with the little switch over there to the side in certain games. This should be very, very interesting this upcoming generation. So here is the announcement. Welcoming the talented teams and beloved game franchises of Bethesda to Xbox. This is by Phil Spencer, head of Xbox. This morning, critically acclaimed creators of The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Quake, Starfield, and more join Team Xbox. Today is a special day as we welcome some of the most accomplished studios in the game industry to Xbox. We are thrilled to announce Microsoft has entered into an agreement to acquire ZeniMax Media, parent company of Bethesda Softworks. By the way, that deal was for $7.5 billion. There's a lot of new millionaires / billionaires that are at ZeniMax at this point, which is just absolutely nuts. As one of the largest, most critically acclaimed privately held game developers and publishers in the world, Bethesda is an incredibly talented group of 2,300 people worldwide who make up some of the most accomplished creative studios in our industry across Bethesda Softworks, Bethesda Game Studios, id Software, ZeniMax Online Studio, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roadhouse Studios. These are the teams responsible for franchises like The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Prey, Quake, Starfield, and many more. Bethesda's games have always had a special place on Xbox and in the hearts of millions of gamers around the world. Our teams have a close and storied history working together, from the amazing first Doom and its id Tech engine, innovating games on PCs, to Bethesda bringing their first console game to the original Xbox, the groundbreaking The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Over the years, I've had many deep conversations with the creative leaders at Bethesda on the future of gaming, and we've long shared similar visions for the opportunities for creators and their games to reach more players in more ways. Just as they took the bold first steps to bring the Elder Scrolls franchise to the original Xbox, Bethesda were early supporters of Xbox Game Pass, bringing their games to new audiences across devices, and have been actively investing in new gaming technology like cloud streaming of games. We will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Xbox Game Pass for console and PC. One of the things that has me most excited is seeing the roadmap with Bethesda's future games, some announced and many unannounced, to Xbox console and PC, including Starfield, the highly anticipated new space epic currently in development by Bethesda Game Studios. Like us, Bethesda are passionate believers in building a diverse array of creative experiences, in exploring new game franchises, and in telling stories in bold ways. All of their great work will of course continue and grow, and we look forward to empowering them with the resources and support of Microsoft to scale their creative visions to more players in new ways for you. All of our work and the foundation of our relationship with you starts with a commitment to deliver a breadth of amazing games to discover and play on Xbox. Over the last few weeks, we've been excited to share more detail on important elements of a plan we've been building towards for years. A plan that is the fulfillment of a promise to you, the Xbox player, to deliver the most performant, immersive, and compatible next-generation gaming experiences, and the freedom to play blockbuster games with your friends anytime, anywhere. Today is a landmark step in our journey together, and I'm incredibly energized by what this step means for Xbox. Please join me in welcoming all of our friends at Bethesda to Team Xbox. So this was beautifully timed. The Microsoft could not have set this up better as we get into what some of the industry workers are saying about this, but they could not have set this up better, because guess what happens tomorrow as of the time that I'm recording this video? Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S pre-orders go live, and they timed this announcement to say, hey, you know that Starfield, you know the future Doom games, you know the future stuff, it's probably going to be on our platforms, and you're not going to be able to play it on the PlayStation. You're not going to be able to play it over there, so now you better pre-order that Xbox Series S or that Xbox Series X if you want to get in on this Bethesda action. And Bethesda games sell crazy. They sell so well, especially the Elder Scrolls and Fallout, Doom. Those games sell really well. Some of the other stuff, Dishonored, not really. Wolfenstein, not really. Prey, not really. Evil Within, not really. But they have some massive franchises that sell really, really well and can shift what some people buy, right? What some people think or what some people buy are based off of Bethesda and what they do. Heck, the Elder Scrolls itself has its whole separate side community between the multiplayer, massively multiplayer online game and also the single player games. But Starfield is the big one here. Starfield, Doom, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, those games are massive when it comes down to it. So let's talk about what Jason Schreier had to say. He said, to answer the question everyone is asking, Phil Spencer tells somebody else here, tells Dina Bass, who's a Bloomberg News, that Xbox plans to honor the PS5 exclusivity commitment for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. However, future Bethesda games will be on Xbox, PC, and, quote, other consoles on a case-by-case basis. So maybe you see something on PlayStation, but probably not. Or maybe you see something on Switch if they decide to throw Nintendo a little Doom bone here or there in the future, like they've thrown them with Ori, Will of the Wisps, Ori and the Blind Forest on the Switch. So maybe, but probably not. It does look like these games are going to be Xbox and PC. So very much like Final Fantasy 16 is PlayStation 5 and PC console exclusive with the PC on the side. Microsoft, who actually has a huge stake in PC gaming, obviously this benefits them quite a bit. So very interesting there on that, and this is huge. This is huge for Microsoft, and like I said, I cannot stress how good of a move and the timing was to get this deal done and get it announced today, and then those pre-orders go live tomorrow. This will get a lot of people who maybe didn't think about pre-ordering an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S to pre-order that system. Starfield is one of the big ones here that so many people were probably looking forward to playing on their PlayStation 5, but now it's just going to be PC and Xbox, which is just crazy amount of I would say people kind of freaking out online too. Twitter, it's trending everywhere. So many people are talking about this and what this means, but this could be the second coming of BioWare for Microsoft. If you guys don't remember, the studio that does Mass Effect, they were BioWare, or even like Dragon Age, right? Like back when they were under Microsoft, they would have the Microsoft label of games, then EA swooped up and bought them right around Mass Effect 2 coming out in that time period. And Microsoft never really filled that void, to be honest. They never really filled that void of somebody who can come in and make amazing story and gameplay driven games, right? Bethesda kind of has that vibe to them that a BioWare had back in the day. Bethesda has that with their IP, even maybe a little bit more, you know, when it comes down to it, because EA didn't get BioWare for anywhere near as much as Microsoft is paying for Bethesda here. So to me, this is the second coming of BioWare for Microsoft. This is a great pickup. And you know what? It's funny because all the time I would always hear a lot of hardcore Sony dudes go online and sit there and say that Microsoft has no games and this and that and all this other stuff. And now at this point, they've definitely got some games here to counter what Sony is doing. They definitely got some games here. So yeah, be careful what you wish for, I guess, right? But for me, as someone who buys all the systems, plays all the stuff, and you know, obviously I have like a big Nintendo base here, and you guys like to play Nintendo games, and I do too. Nintendo's gonna be having their exclusive. It's fine by me. I'm just like, great. if they want to sit there and spend $5 gazillion on Bethesda or who else, that's cool. I'll be picking up an Xbox Series X anyway. I'm also getting the PlayStation 5, so whatever comes out to whatever systems, I'll have the system in order to play it. And I'm also building a PC too later in the year, so I don't really care. At the end of the day, I'm just a gamer, like to play games. I'll buy all the systems so I can play wherever they need to be at. But yeah, like I said, they got games now, right? So what do you guys think about this massive acquisition here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this one here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.